Welcome to another episode of the Added Time video guide series. In this episode we will show you how to send email to one or more of the contacts stored on the system. Contact being the term we give to any person or organisation whose information you need to store on the system, such as a customer, player, member, coach, member of staff, venue, school or club. The first thing you will need to do is you will need to set up the details of your email provider on the system. You do this by clicking on the Settings main menu button and then clicking on the System Settings option. On the right-hand side of the screen you will see the section called Your Organisation. This is where you set up the details about your organisation, and you can see that one of the section options is Email Settings. So let's click on Email Settings. The system displays the Organisation Settings page. Click on the Email section to expand the details in this section. Here you enter the email settings as prompted, the details of which you will have been given by your email provider. The Send Email in Test Mode checkbox enables you to tell the system to send any email you send from the system to you rather than to the intended recipient, which is a great way to check that the emails are being sent out correctly when you first start using the system. We recommend that you check the Send Email in Test Mode checkbox to send on test mode until you are satisfied that emails are being sent and received correctly. The Bulk Send Settings section enables you to tell the system how many and how often to send out the emails. Let's give you an example. Let's say that you have sent out 500 emails to market your new program from the Added Time system. 500 emails being sent through your email provider is likely to trigger rejection because the email provider is likely to consider that number of emails to be spam and may only allow a percentage through. If you are having trouble with this, find out from your email provider how many they let through in one batch. If they tell you it is 30 emails per hour, then you enter 30 in the batch size field and 60 in the delay field, as you can see on this screen. The system will then automatically send your 500 emails out in 30 email batches every 60 minutes, all done automatically for you while you get on with other work. Once you've set the details, click on the Save button to save these details on the system. We are now going to look at how to send emails to individuals and then to groups of contacts. For our first example, we are going to send an email to a contact on the system called Gary Sprake. To find Gary's details, we click on the Contacts menu button at the top of the screen and click on Your Contacts. We enter Gary's name in the first name and surname fields and click on the Search for Contacts button. Because we only have one Gary Sprake on the system displays his details on the Contact Details page automatically. Now we have Gary's details open, we click on the Send button in the page menu and then click on Email. The Send Email page is then displayed. On the left of the page you will see that the From and To fields are already pre-populated with the details we entered earlier. The To email address and To name obviously have Gary's details. All we now have to do is enter the subject and text for the email, and that's found on the right-hand side of the screen. Because we were only sending Gary a short message, we can easily type the details, as you can see, into the body area. If we had more to type or wanted to send details in different fonts, colours or sizes to really stand out, we would click on the Full Screen button, and this displays a much larger body area with an enlarged toolbar for us to see. For this example, we are just going to send the message as is, so let's click on OK. We can send ourselves a test email to see what the email will look like by clicking on the Send Test Email button. The system will confirm it has sent the test email and we can then check this and make any necessary changes. Once we are happy to send the email, we click on the Send Email button and the system will confirm that the email has been sent. If you get an error message, check the email settings that you entered on the System Settings page and try again. Single emails such as these are sent out immediately by the system. You will see from the page menu that you can add an attachment to the email, and you can also select an existing template document to send out to the contact. Details of how to do this is in another episode of the video series. We are now going to look at sending an email to multiple recipients. We are going to run a query to bring back all the contacts with the surname Smith for this example. For details of how to run a contact query, refer to the appropriate episode called Running a Contact Query in this video series. For now, we're just going to run the query so that we can see how to send the email. Now we have our query results. We can click on the Send Email button on the results toolbar and the Send Email screen is displayed. You will note that the names from our query are hidden, and you can view them if necessary by clicking on the Show All button. Below the list you will see that we can request that the system sends us an email confirmation when all of the emails have been sent. And we can also set the system to add a salutation to each individual email. For example, "Hi John," "Hi Dave." This can make the emails you send look as though you sent each one individually. Type in the details in the subject and text to send fields and click on the Send Email button to send the email to the contacts. Multiple emails such as this are saved in the system email outbox until they are sent. And you can view this outbox by clicking on the Display Outbox button on the page menu. Thank you for listening to this episode and we hope you found it useful. You can subscribe to our monthly newsletter full of tips and hints on how to get the best out of Added Time at www.intoaddedtime.com.